Hi everybody, it's Anne here from annshappystampers.co.uk, and I'm just back with another tutorial. Now today we're going to make this, and I think it looks absolutely beautiful, really elegant with all the heat embossing. And what it is it's got a little belly band, and just take that off, and this is vellum, and it just comes off. And then inside it's got a lovely little selection of gift tags for whoever you're going to send them to. And the box is really sturdy because it's all reinforced, so it's really strong, and I just think it's beautiful. So this is what I'm going to show you how I made today, and we're going to make it in a different colour. This one's Night of Navy and very vanilla. So the one I'm going to make today is going to be Mint Macaron and Whisper White. Okay, so what you're going to need to make it, I'm only going to make one tag because I don't want this video to go on too long, so I'll finish the tags off later, but I'm just going to make one for the video. So for the box you need a piece of cardstock which is 6 1/8 by 11 inches. You need a piece of vellum which is 4 inches by 8 7/8, and the belly band, I've got it out 1 inch wide at the minute. I'm not quite sure about the length, so we'll see what that measures when we get to it. And the box has got 4 tags in, but to be honest you could probably fit at least 2 more in. So for the tags, obviously for this I use the tag topper punch, and these measure 5 inches by 2, and I've cut out 4 of them, and the border thing for the tags are 4 inches by 1 3/4. Okay, and I did this one with kind of eclectic stamp set and gold embossing powder. The stamp there is from Gift of Love stamp set from the Hostess one, but this time I'm going to use the new copper embossing powder because I've never used that yet, so that's what we're going to do. Okay, so we'll start off doing our box first. So as usual, we just get our scoreboard and pop it in on the long side. Okay, right, and score it at 1 inch, 2 inches, 9 inches and 10 inches. Okay, turn it round to the short side and score it at 1 inch, 2 inches, 4 1/8 of an inch and 5 1/8 of an inch. Okay, and that's what you should have. Now while we've got the scoreboard out, we'll score our vellum as well. So pop the vellum in on the long side and score it at 1 inch, 7 7/8 of an inch. Okay, turn it to the short side and just score it at 1 inch and 3 inches. Okay, and that's what you should have for the lid. So we can pop this away and start building our box now. So just take your bone folder and just fold and burnish all the score lines. Okay, and then take your snips or scissors or whatever you're using, and what we need to do is turn the box this way, and then you've got 4 little squares in every corner. So what we need to do is just cut straight up to the second score line. Okay, so you've got that. Turn it around and cut off the 2 end squares, so you're left with 2, and then just remove the end square, so you end up with that. Okay, and then what I do is just take a little wedge out of here because it helps it close better, and just a little one out of there. Okay, so that's what you need to do. So again, just go all the way up, turn it round, cut the 2 bottom ones away, and then the end square. Okay, and just take a little wedge and a little piece off there, and then just do the same on this side. Okay, and like I say, this just makes the box reinforced so it doesn't gape, and it's, you know, it's not flimsy. Feels like a nice strong substantial little box. Okay, so that's all the box cut and prepared. So now we're just going to get it stuck together. So they are going to fold in like that, and then they're just going to go round and reinforce it. So you need some kind of tape or glue on these little 4 tabs. Okay, so and then turn it around the other way, and you need tape on those and those 2. Okay, so that's that done, and let's just peel the tape off. So that will go round there, get that nice and straight. Same on this side, nice and level. And then if you just peel away the sides, okay, you're just going to fold them down, and that's what gives it that nice reinforced. And then you just press it down with your bone folder, and it hides all the little tabs, etc. So it makes it nice and tidy as well. And then I'm just going to go in with the bone folder, make sure they're all pressed down nice and tight. And there you go, you've got a lovely, really sturdy little box there. Right, so I think what we'll do now is we'll get our lid done. Okay, so for the lid, you've got 4 little squares in each corner. You just need to cut them both away. I mean, sorry, all 4 of them away. You don't need them. And then we're gonna get it stamped and heat embossed. Okay, so it should look like that now. And then, like I said, I'm using Kinda Eclectic, which is beautiful, and I'm going to use this flower here. Okay, so I've got it mounted and I've got me copper embossing powder. So I'm just going to put this on some scrap. And first of all, you need an embossing buddy just to get the finger marks or whatever's stuck onto the vellum. Give it a good wipe. Okay, and then I've got my Versamark, so let's just give this a good ink up. And just all I did on the other one was just randomly stamped all over the vellum. So I'm just going to have a little look, and yes, I'm quite happy with that. So now we can pop this out the way and get our copper embossing powder on. Okay, so here we go. Okay, I'm just going to have to tip it back in because we need a little bit more. Just a little bit on the top here. And I think that's it all covered. I'll get this put away. Okay, so I've just got a little paintbrush and I'm just going to check for any little stray bits, but to be honest there's not really any because I give it, you know, a really good wipe with the embossing buddy, so there isn't really anything. Okay, so heat gun, I just need, oops, sorry, I'm just knocking the camera. I just need to plug the heat tool in. Okay, now I'm going to heat this from the back because I find it doesn't make the vellum buckle as much. So I'm just gonna grab a bit and then just turn it over, heat the gun up first. Alright, and then when I think it's hot enough, just start heating it from the back. Now you still can see it change. You can just turn it over and check. You can see that looks absolutely beautiful. Now I've missed a little bit at the bottom there. And if you can see, it just doesn't buckle the vellum nowhere near as much as it does if you just go straight in on the front. But that looks absolutely beautiful. It's quite hot, so I'm going to let that cool down for a little bit. And I think while that's cooling, we'll make a tag up. So I've got a tag and a piece of the Whisper White. And again, all I did was the same stamp with mint macaron ink, and I'm just going to randomly stamp this little leaf all over the Whisper White. Just make sure it's inked properly. I think my ink pad's a little bit juicy. Could do with having a little bit took off, but it'll be okay for now. Probably could have stamped a bit better in the middle, but never mind. You get the idea. So I'm actually going to let that dry off a little bit, and then from the stamp set, which is Gift of Love, the Hostess, I'm just going to use For You, and I'm going to stamp 2 of these out because I want to put one on the front of the box as well. So if I just get a piece of scrap as well, a piece of scrap, I can stamp 2. So I've got For You mounted on there, and I'm just going to stamp 2 of these. I love this sentiment. It's just so pretty. Simple, but the writing's just really pretty. And then I've got a 1-inch circle punch, and that just fits in there quite nicely. Okay, so I've got 2 of them, one for the front and one for the tag. So I'm just going to use some Tombow and stick this onto the tag. Although I actually might pop, yeah, I think I'll tape a little bit of ribbon. This is the new mint macaron, I think it's striped ribbon, but it's beautiful. So all I want to do is just have some in the middle of the tag. Just cut a bit more off, there's a bit too much there. So all I do for that is just get a bit of double-sided tape roughly in the middle of the tag. Just peel this off and get this as level as I can. Press it down. There we go. It's a nice bit of ribbon in the middle, and just a bit of tombow on the back, and stick this in the middle of our tag. And then our little for you is just going to go in the middle of the ribbon, and for that I'm just going to use a little dimensional and just pop that in the middle, which I think looks simple but really pretty. And then again some mint macaron ribbon, and I'm just going to cut, I think that should be enough, and then just fold it over like that, and then just slot through from the back. Okay, and then just loop that through there, turn it round, and if you just pull on, it'll be nice and tight, and then just trim them off. Not very well, is it? There we go. So you've got a nice little ribbon on the front, and that's the tag done really. So like I say, I'm going to do the other three, but that just sits lovely in the box. And then now we've got our vellum lid, so if we just give that a little press down on them score lines, and that copper embossing powder is absolutely beautiful. And then all you do is take your little gift box and just slot your little lid in, which goes in there. That looks beautiful. And then for the belly band, oh yeah, I said I wanted to cut that at 1 inch, so I'll just quickly trim this down to 1 inch wide. Trim that down. And then all I did was just get it to the box, and then like that in the middle, and then just wrap it round like that, and then it'll leave the little marks. And then if you just take your scoreboard, oops, just pop it in, and where you can see the little marks, just run down, like line them up into a grid, and then just mark it. It just makes it look a bit neater and tidier, that's all. And then just give this a little burnish. And I think I could probably trim a little bit off, to be honest. I think it's a bit long. So let's see what it's like now, because I want to put some ribbon on as well. Oh, I knew I'd make it too short. Hey, never mind. So you want it 1 inch wide by, I would say, 7 inches long. So I've messed mine up, so never mind that one. Oh, anyway, what I'm going to do is just pop some, cut some ribbon off, a little bit longer than the card, and then just pop a strip of double-sided tape straight down the ribbon. Okay, like that, and then might be a bit tricky to get this peeled off, but oh, there, that's not too bad. It's freeing already. Right, and then take your card and just stick the ribbon in the middle of the belly band. Okay, and then pop it on, and obviously it's a bit long, so I'm going to trim some off. And then all you need to do then is just stick it round the back of your belly band, just to stop it from fraying on the front there, and that will attach like that. But obviously I've cut mine too short, so I'll have to sort that out in a minute. And then our little sentiment we cut out, just another dimensional on the back, and that will go on to the middle of our little belly band, and there we go. Sorry, I know I should have measured that, but it's my own fault for just snipping away. But that's the project. I just think they're so elegant, really, really pretty, quite simple to make. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll be back again soon with another tutorial. So until then, bye for now.